Greetings, fellow Wendy's Workshop diplomats. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 149, Betrayal. Alright. Well, I'm curious what wasters there are in range of one pod. So I'm going to have Chimmick jump in and check. So it's really only them. Got it. Before I head out, let's do a little reading. So the ovum timers for the colonists aren't going to be done in time. But, I think probably the way to think about breeding at this point is picking my own colonists that have the highest percentage of Wendigo genes, or the least represented Wendigo genes, and then having them breed with the prisoner eggs, or having them fertilize the prisoner eggs, in order to try to make something good. Where is these? Oh, they're all up here. Also reminds me to break down the cluster. I'll be mining rhenium soon. Oh, there's like just random waste there. I'm just finishing this steel spot. Figured I might as well just zero it before I move on to the uranium. I know it looks like I'm low on uranium, but I still have 530, which is plenty for reloading. Oh, for a second I thought they were head to toe in thrombo. I was almost impressed that they had that much thrombo on them. So this is the Imperial Trader. I did want to sell the low libido, so it's really not helpful. Gray-eyed, don't care. And everything else, don't care. In fact, I'll also sell the animal pulsers if there's something for me to buy. The mining building that's on the pollution is for a plasteel node that I'm keeping for when I need more plasteel. So yeah, there's a purpose for it. Alright, that's one. This is Innalore. Oh, Innalore. Did you show up with dirt moles? I don't think you did. I don't see anyone that looks like dirt moles here. Because every time they show up, I'm going to check. And if they have enough dirt moles, I'm just going to betray them, stun the dirt mole. Oh, there's a dirt mole right here. Male. Male might not be terrible for dirt moles. Because I can extract sperm a lot more often than I can extract eggs, which allows me to mix dirt mole genes in with the extracted eggs of my own colonists. So question to chat. Should I steal or kidnap this dirt mole? I could wait until there's at least more than one, or I could kidnap him and then raid Innalore settlements for other dirt moles. It's up to you. Do I betray Innalore? But before I betray Innalore, I might as well use up some of my goodwill, because if I'm betraying them, you know, Psychic bonding, super heat tolerant, very unhappy, and super heat tolerant. Wake up resistant. Don't care about any of that. They do have a shock lance. That's nice. And another insanity lance. Although, if I'm betraying them, I can just take these lances from them, so I'm not going to buy them. Although, even if I buy them, I can take the silver back. So I'll buy them just in case I don't end up getting the animals from Innalore dead. And then last but not least, the shaman. I can call them for aid, too, as a friendly raid, and then try to take as many of their prisoners. But as soon as I arrest any of them, I'm going to go hostile with their faction. So the idea is to basically choose when I go hostile when it is the most profitable for me. You know, that's the idea. Well, I got a ton of shock lances, which is great. That's going to help me on the Waster raid. And all subsequent raids. Just loading the lances up that I bought. I can always pay them off later. So that doesn't really work because every time I experiment on the Waster in prison, I will reissue hostilities. So, for instance, every time I extract eggs out of these pigskins, here, the pigskin faction hates me a little bit more. So if you take a look here, harmful surgery on members, minus 176. There's not really going to be a way for me to betray Innalore, take one of their people, and then not continually piss them off. And it looks like you guys do want me to go for Innalore. Cool. I'm going to make sure that there's no other... So there's a Hussar here. Hussars cannot be shock lanced. They're immune. They're psi immune. But I can try for a Hussar as well. There's a Genie. I don't really care too much about the Genie. So right now I'm just assessing the rest of Innalore. So Fringe is another Hussar. So Fringe and Talon. Got it. So Tremonate is the priority. And Fringe and Talon would be nice to haves. What's going on over here? Oh, it's Sentinel cleaning up pollution. I was like, why is there a different color? So the plan is to smack around the enemy, or soon-to-be enemy, Hussars as well. But as you can see, you can't lance them, right? They're psychic deaf, so they're lance-proof. So just have my brawlers kind of hanging out around them, ready to mess them up. It might even be, in terms of damage dealt to the to Innalore, it might even be most beneficial for me to berserk those berserk individuals around Talon, so that they're whittled down by people that likely do less damage. So now all I'm doing is I'm converging all of my units so that it's one big ambush at once, and my opening volley is going to be probably a shock lance to Tremonate. Although they're going in my walls, so that's weird, but okay, that's fine. They're probably like, oh, what a friendly greeting where you roll out the red carpet with all of the people here. Yep, that's totally what's happening. So let's start organizing this. And have these brawlers go out to them. Except for you, you stick around. So Fringe, you're the other one. Alright, we're just about ready. The Terminate is on the ground unconscious. You're digging out to escape? Alright. That's awkward. Because, you know, I didn't bury you. Their hussars are dead, unfortunately. Oh, they have a dog fighting my Agrahans. Frosty, go fix that. Oh, one's down. A female. A female baseliner, though. And I'm getting my money back. All my money back. So, Treemanate, I am going to arrest you and put you in the Dirt Mole prison. Jack, you will... Actually, Wendy, you'll... No, Jack, you can do it. I trust you. Alright, kill squad. Oh. Yeah, you're trying to kill a vampire. Good luck with that, dummies. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna go hunt them down, because I don't much care for them harming my slaves. And slave, here, I'll just wish you a new organ, or whatever you got lost. Oh wait, that's Amtas. Don't shoot that. I'm glad you missed. Thanks for missing, Wendy. I appreciate it. So, Jack, you are heading into... Yep, you're heading into the Dirt Mole prison. Cool. So we have more Dirt Moles. Oh, you're shooting me. That's cute. You, I think, are a genie. No, you're not a genie. You're just pathetic like a genie. And you're dead, too. Numbers. Enemies is Fleety and Grumps. Hey, Wendy, do you need to kill anyone? No. Yep, you do need to kill someone. I could take their organs, I could try to profit off of it, but, you know, at the end of the day, I just enjoy the killing. And that is how to get Dirt Moles. And not to spend a dime. The other thing I'm going to need to do is the Treemanate is going to need the implantations to be pacified so that he doesn't kerfuffle in prison. And Wendy, after murdering your friend, will happily do that herself. Need Bryzit to keep smithing mechs? Bryzit doesn't really need to smith his own mechs anymore. They can be repaired by others. So, Mass, you got shot a little bit. You're fine. Innalore's hostile. But all in all, I'd say that was successful. I got lances, I got a dirt mole. It went well. Oh, and we're starting to have healthy vat births. You are a Waster Impid Cross, a 211's Waster Impid Cross. Cool. Let's implant baby genes. And operate. Robot became an adult. You're nimble. Oh, that's not bad. So giveaway for the new babies are up top. Good luck to you subscribers. And terminate not only implant xenogerm, but I'm going to take some organs too. Tissue samples, as Wendy would call it. Alright, my mechs, lifter boys, you're free to roam. Good. Get these doors open again. And we have another vet birth. This one. And you are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/11ths. Fast wound healing from dirt moles, mini horns from impids, robust, reduced pain. So you're quite the hybrid. You've got some Edekin in you too. And you're going to be implanted with baby. Lo, what are you doing? Oh, you have to come this far for herbal meds? There's no way there isn't closer herbal meds than that. Yeah, there's herbal meds here. You're just trolling me. Alright, so Terminate's now force pacified, so we'll never try to escape. Forced with dead calm, kind instinct, etc. And I am going to start extracting sperm samples. Because we can use these sperm samples to inseminate colonist eggs to mix in dirt mole, and it's a new line of dirt moles because all of my partial dirt moles so far all are related to one person. And then the last baby, or second to last baby, you are super immune, fast wound healing, fur skin, so you're a 3/11ths with some rarer genes in you. Not bad. I'm going to have to operate on you too. Implant baby. And then I think the last one is this one who's going to get born in just a second, who is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4/11ths. It's a lot of new subjects. One thing I will mention ahead of time is I am going to start to cherry pick individuals that are more beneficial and stronger to be colonists. Otherwise, they might become imprisoned or enslaved. I'm going to be choosier, in other words. And there's the last baby. So 4 babies, 4 giveaways. Good luck. And they're all getting implanted and then stuck back inside. Note to self, have a shelf. I'm going to move this herbal yogurt shelf. In here. Or maybe just dedicate on this shelf. Because this is kind of a not great spot for it. You're surprised that Wendy's keeping all the early prototypes? Some of them are still useful, like mass, prize it low. Not all of them are necessarily useful, and I might, call the pack a bit if they don't continue to behave well. So here's the giveaway. First one would be this one. So this is the current one being named female, who's a 2/11. Cameron, congratulations. Again, if you want to rename your character, use the channel port redemption of the character details. Insert person, Cameron. Yeah, you have the baby gene. Cool. All right, next up will be this one. The one that's over here has already been implanted. So this one is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/11. And that's Dom. You are also female. And you're going to be stuck back in the pod by Krieg. Next will be the one I just implanted just now. Banish, you already have someone. Phantom Troop. Congrats, Phantom Troop. And you are a 1, 2 11s. No, 3 11s. I missed the first skin. And grow you too. And then the last one is Tati, put the baby down. You are implanted with genes. And the last one's going to be named after Cthulhu here. Okay. A good batch of babies. Hopefully they get good traits, or I meat grinder them into dust. Hey, we have a tortured artist. Okay. You know, Teddy, you can still chat with me. Just because I have some viewers doesn't mean I have suddenly become illiterate. Plus, I'm on Discord all the time. Any of my Discord regulars knows it's very, very, very easy to reach me, because you type something on Discord, and if I'm awake, probably have an answer within minutes. I am terminally online. This junk probably needs to get hauled in. That was not an indictment of me? Well, thanks. I don't like to be indicted. Tina Iota and Cameron, thank you for the sub and the resub, by the way, and Madzi too. Hey Madzi, how have you been enjoying Hedge Knights as the mad little knight, the mini knight? You just miss the old days? Well, I'm glad that I can afford to do this full time, but I share your sentiment to some degree or another. It's more intimate and personal. But actually, every now and then, I will do Discord streams, where, like, I just stream straight to Discord, and not to Twitch, and only, like, you know, less than 10 people usually show up for those, because I don't make a big to-do about them. So, if you do miss the old days, it's an open voice chat, often open lobby, multiplayer games on Discord. Impromptu. They're not scheduled. It's just, like, whenever I find myself with abundance of time. So, if that ever interests you. Alright, I owe you guys a waster raid, don't I? So I'm just going, now that I have all those babies all cleaned up, the next batch are coming out in 4 days. That's no problem. I did actually want to do the eggs before that. So, one good egg to fertilize with sperm would be like Teflutis. Yeah. All right. So let's try that. Fertilize with the dirt mole sperm. And then we'll go ahead and steal some wasters. Carcinoma. Why? Ah, Brazit, you're up. So, Brazit, you need to retick over die. So that should not be controlled by Wendy. I have high hopes for this one. I'm sure it's going to be a dud. But I'm hoping. It's sort of dud. I mean, it's got 1, 2, 3, but it's also have disqualifying. I ain't keeping it. What individual in the current colony wants to try mass insemination? Let me quickly pick a male that has a high percentage of wanted genes. So Jack has 3. Chimik has 2. Tati has 2. Lillian has 2. Lo has 2. Bryzit has 3. Fayep has 1, 2, 3. Alright, Fayep. Bryzit, this is... You just woke out of a coma. Guess what? You are gonna have yourself... You're gonna get really weird. Oh, nope, you're stripping one of them. You're gonna get really weird up in the egg den. And I guess that's what I'm calling this place now. The egg den. So because most of Bryzit's genes is just the shared gene, except for the cold tolerant, robust and reduced pain is a shared amongst multiple subspecies. It doesn't really matter which eggs Bryzit, fertilizes. So let's start to inspect. This is a mega loser. It's got mini horns, robust, but also inherited wound heal. So disqualifying. This one is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Not bad, Bri. You get to keep that one. That is also qualifying for a colonist. So not only did it keep... It doesn't have any negative genes in the top right, and it has 4 positive ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got both stomachs, reduced pain, cold tolerant. It did drop Bryzit's robust, but that's not big of a deal. So who's going to haul that egg for me? Val, it will be you. Negatives I'm not too worried about, because I'm using a mod now to basically ignore negatives. So this is another 4. It lost strong stomach, but I'll keep that one too. So yeah, I'm not concerned about negatives at all anymore. I installed a mod to basically ignore the negatives for the sake of the speed of this series, because this is already the longest running series I've ever had, and it's going to go longer still. This one lost its fur skin. Basically, if I'm like crossing with a fur skin and it loses its fur skin, I'm not interested at all. It has to keep at least some of the unique to that specific species genes to be of any interest to me. So like, if Bryzit's fertilizing a waster and it doesn't have super immunity, like, forget about it. I don't care. So this one, for instance, doesn't have super immunity. It's technically could be a colonist because it's robust and reduced pain. But without any super immunity, no interest. And that one is a super loser because it's just a gaunt head. Alright. Now he's getting Neanderthaling. 1, 2, 3. Not good enough. 1, 2... Actually, there's almost no point in him fertilizing Neanderthal, because he himself is a Neanderthal hybrid. He only really has germline genes of Neanderthal. So Fayep, you are going to fertilize that one. This is an interesting one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like this Rorif Bryzit combo. That can stay. Who's hauling this? Frosty, you are. I would have preferred not to have people related to Rorif anymore, because it's becoming a biological bottleneck, but whatever. And Urugol cross Bryzit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With slow wound healing? That's acceptable. I'll keep a 5 that has slow wound healing. You know what? But Urugol, it lost Urugol's horns. So, nah, never mind. I'm going to throw it out. And here's Fayep's attempt. 1, 2, 3, 4, but no fur skin that Fayep has that lost. So that breeding was that didn't go too slow. There's also this egg here. I think the baseliner eggs I'm gonna have Shellbell fertilize once Shellbell's out of the pod, because Shellbell is the closest to a first Wendigo that we have. She's a 6 out of 11, or he's a 6 rather out of 11. So all of the baseliners' eggs should be fertilized by her. Ooh, an Imperial Trader. Okay. Robust, quick study. That's a hell of a gene pack. I mean, I have both individually. Cat ears, strong. I have strong melee damage, finally! Oh my god! I've been waiting so long for just strong melee damage. You have no idea. And it's not that big of a problem because it's very well represented in my gene pool for the colony. It's just I finally have it. I finally don't need to scan a Hussar for it. This is a Psychic Quiet Zoo Samurai. Sure, I'll buy it. I have the money. And nice. So that means individuals like Midi, who doesn't have strong melee damage, can be reimplanted with strong melee damage. So there, if I take a look at all my brawlers here, Mini does not have strong melee damage, but I think pretty much all the others do. Krieg does. Jack does. Frost. Dave does not. So Dave and Midi could benefit from it, but everybody else has it. So it's still really nice. It does benefit directly 2 of my colonists, which is more than a lot of the more than a lot of the random gene packs that I get offered. You know, Vendetta, I'll just drink that. Would added melee damage to the baby genes give melee skills when in VAT? No. Well, yes, but I already do that. So if you take a look at the baby gene, they have melee, mining, plants, crafting, medical. The strong melee damage increases the amount of melee damage you do. It doesn't change passions. The only thing that babies will benefit from are ones that change passions. So if you take a look at like the strong melee damage, it doesn't change passion or skill. So Wendy, you just increase your death rest. You know, one thing that we don't have is the amplifier. I don't care much for amplifiers, but like I might as well get my first amplifier. Will it be better than the current one? No. The only ones that will matter at all is the grates. So anything that has a grate, because what happens with grates is you can see the effect adds 1 level of passion. The passion is the only thing that matters, because you learn more quickly when you're passionate about something in RimWorld. So adding base skills doesn't matter at all, because as soon as you take out the xenogerm, you lose the passion. So the purpose of the baby's implant is to add passions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I have 6 before? I don't have great intellectual in the baby designer. But I think that's... Now let me load the template. So this is the template. Yeah. I don't know why I am not... Alright, let's save this again. This is a better baby xenogerm that apparently I was overlooking. It's not that big of a deal. I don't have a lot of intellectuals that matter. But yeah, that's how it works. I believe, and Cathanon, correct me if I'm wrong if you're here, but I believe things like quick study doesn't matter. Maybe it does. Does quick study matter, do you think? Or was it only passions? Because the other thing that I could do is for the baby xenogerm to add quick study, because that's not one that I had previously been using, which increases global learning factor. I'd imagine it would help. Does this cancel out great plants? Oh yeah, that's why I didn't have it. Okay, yeah, so I didn't make any mistakes here. Because I'd rather have them be better at plants to help. So save. So yeah, this is just the old template. It does not as far as you can remember. Yeah, I think that was the case. I think that's what we found. Is that much to our surprise, it was passions only. Nothing else mattered. Does Learning Assistant add the same global study factor? Yeah, they stack too. Which means, for Bryzit, he already has a Learning Assistant. So if we take a look at him, because he has both Quick Study and Learning Assistant, if I go to, like, his art, you can see his global learning factor is 195. Because it's base plus 20% plus neural charge plus quick study. So he almost learns twice as fast. So even though he doesn't have a passion in art, it's as if he has a passion in art. which is why I'm turning him into the artist. Speaking of which, I don't see any art from you, but I won't hold that against you. You've been kind of unconscious. I probably shouldn't leave a Zeus hammer out there. I'll give it to Fiat. Hey, Kilgore, thanks for the gifted sub. Oh, you know, I now know why they're breaking. They're so bad at smoothing stone that when they're out here for like a long duration of forced smoothing, it breaks them because they just don't return back to base in a reasonable amount of time. That makes sense. So I'm waiting until Wendy raises her psi focus up to do the capture raid. She herself will have a shock lance, and then Val has a shock lance, and Rogi has a shock lance. So that's enough, I think. Need baby cribs. No, I don't. Why is it telling me I need baby cribs? Go away. They're not gonna be babies. I grow them until they're adults. So Wendy also has the transport shuttle. One of the things I was considering is not attacking the closest tox bladders, because if I do that, I can't send waste packs at them for retaliation. So I will want to attack one that's slightly further away using the transport shuttle. Because if I ever want to trigger a retaliation raid, which is probably something I will do to Innalore, you know, I'll send waste packs to Innalore or try to get raided by Innalore in order to have more dirt moles show up on my map tile. And I can start attacking Innalore settlements as well for the same reason. You don't want to use up all the ones that are immediately around your base, because then you'll end up in a situation where you can't send waste for retaliation raids, which would not be good. So I'm going to start auto farming sperm from Truminate. The issue is sperm has a cooldown of 8 hours, whereas eggs have a cooldown of 10 days, so I might end up with like a lot of dirt mole sperm. Words I did not think I would have to say today, but here I am. Just RimWorld things. Oh man, I'm covered in dirt moles. Okay, I'm not. Never mind. Just forget I ever said that. In fact, I'll use my very fine words to give a throne speech instead. One Kamal. Oh god. I'm stuck with bad phrasing. Alright, so throne speech, and then we'll go waste some wasters. And then as a celebration of capturing wasters, I will get an architect leg and Wendy, and she'll become a little bit closer to being the well, she's already the fastest being on the planet, but soon she's going to abduct Betrayal and, you know, be even better. It's weird to hear Wendy's voice so squeaky. So it was encouraging. That's good. I will want to top up blood. So I'm going to use the blood of the wasters to capture wasters. I think that there's some poetic justice in that. Oh, yeah, Tusk in the back being sad. There, Tusk got treats too. Alright, Wendy is all topped up. Why does she keep stealing rice? Every time she goes into the prison, she steals some rice from them. It's a pattern that I've noticed that I don't fully understand, but I find rather hilarious. Asserting dominance? I was gonna say that she was racist, but maybe you're right. Did we bank the strong? I think we probably did. Let me check. Yep, there it is. Awesome. I'll eventually, after this raid, I'll rework MIDI and... Was it Dave's? Yeah, MIDI and Dave's xenogerms for stronger melee damage. Because that's huge. I mean, missing out on 150% melee factor is a lot of damage that you're missing out on. I think we're ready. So the ones that absolutely have to come would be Wendy, Val, Rogi, and Chimik. They have the shock lances. So let's see. Wendy... And there's Val, Chimik, Rogi, and then I'll bring Jack, Frosty, Fayette. These are way too many pods, I just realized. And Phantom, thank you for the resub. And yeah, I'm going to want a shuttle too, aren't I? So let's caravan them out instead. So I can shuttle. So Wendy, not MIDI. Chimik, Val, Rogi. I don't know how much. I'll do Vendetta and Dave. How much more backup I need? I probably don't need that much more backup. Bring some food. Some spare herbals. They'll get hungry very quickly, but they're just going to shuttle there. And thank you for a reminder about the shuttle. Mike, I would have forgotten. And, like, packed up the pods and not been far enough. Thank you for tuning in to the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 23rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo,